Good morning, comic lovers. Welcome to another old guy comic haul. This time, this is from my local comic shop, Monster Comics in Tempe. Was there and Friday and picked up some dollar books, new releases, some old books that are just cool. So I thought I'd share that. I know this is normally what people do in comic haul videos, show their weekly stuff. But I tend to shop at a place that tends to have more old books, which works for me. I chose that store for that reason. And it makes me feel like Norm walking into Cheers every time I walk in. I could spend days there. So, picked up a Blackhawk 261. I had this as a young man. This is just an awesome cover, and this is in very good shape. Dollar books. Dollar books here, you can get some, they can be pretty mangled. Sometimes they're great. So you try to get through them as soon as he gets new dollar books in, which doesn't happen on like a weekly basis or anything else. Of course, it's just from when he buys collections. So they're pretty awesome. Another Blackhawk 265. I've tried to stay focusing with stuff that's from L on, because those aren't cataloged for me. So we got some more Legion of Superheroes, number 19, number 20. This is the 1986 series. I got some Legionnaires, number 15. Legion of Superheroes, number 81. Legion of Superheroes Millennium, the launch of the new stuff, which I had not read this yet, so I'm really behind on my reading. My day job keeps me kind of busy, so I don't get the opportunity to do a lot of this stuff until weekends. Like most people, you know, you got a day-to-day job. The Mighty Thor, number 1, which means I don't read as much comics as I'd love. I don't do as much reading at all, or TV. This is a second print variant of Mighty Thor number 3. And some of the Mighty Thor from back in, when was this? I don't remember exactly. So this is the older series, number 2. These are, of course, John Romita Jr.'s work, and I just saw him at the con. There's another video about that, so definitely, if you get a chance, take a look at my videos and take a look. So number 4, number 5, number 8. I will say that these are also done by Jurgens, Dan Jurgens, and I've seen him at another event, well, a couple other events, and he's always a really nice guy to talk to too. This is number 10, number 11, 13, 19, 21, 24. We have Teen Titans from the New 52, number 26, and number 27. And then we have Tom Strong from America's Best, number 1. These were all dollar books, right? So those were all in the dollar bins. What else did I find in the dollar bins? I found some Blue Beetle. This is the Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle. So number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and number 12. So some cool old books I got. So awesome. He found these. Whenever he sees this stuff, he pulls it aside for me. This is All-Star Comics number 65. This is in the came out in the 70s. All-Star Comics had went by the wayside back in the 50s, early 50s. They brought it back in the, well, I guess mid 50s. Anyway, they brought it back in the 70s. Jerry Conway was instrumental in that. And yeah, so here it is. So this is a fine copy, fine minus. He grades the back of his, which I like, especially on the old stuff. He doesn't do it on every issue, and of course not on dollar books at all. I grade them myself. I'm a little bit harder on my books than he is, and I think he grades fairly. So I want to be clear on that. All-Star Comics number 74. Now this, the cool thing, so let me kind of go back to this. You'll notice that this has a barcode. It's a newsstand edition, meaning it was on the newsstands. It did not go direct market. This one is also a newsstand. There's a small percentage of newsstand, and I've heard different numbers on this, but I assume probably less than about 6% of the newsstands were distributed on military bases. Now that could be here, it could be overseas, and they would have what's called Mark Jeweler inserts. This particular one has a glossy one. Most of them were glossy. Kids didn't need to buy diamond rings, but soldiers sometimes did and would like to, so they would. So this has a Mark Jeweler insert, and it is a glossy one. There are some that were just on regular comic paper. Those are the older ones, but they started doing glossy. This one has one, which makes it an even smaller number of these were printed, which is kind of cool. So having one of these in fine plus condition is great. And then new books that I picked up are relatively new. I don't go to the shop every week. I'm not a religious person that way. But I do tend to pick up some issues here and there. So I picked up Amazing Spider-Man from the renaming. This is the variant edition, number 2. I guess it should be, what is that, 896? So yeah, I don't know why they renumber them. They were going along so well. Then it got kind of weird. I don't even know if I'm going to keep it. And then Aquaman, loving that. Again, I'm not up on reading it, but I am reading up the preludes to it in Black Mana. So yeah, but those are the new books I got. I don't get a lot of new books. I do tend to buy a lot of old books. All right, have a wonderful day, and if you like, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. Let me know what you think of these. All right, have a good day.